Watch this before you list your Temescal Valley home because the market is active, but it is selective. Let's walk through the Temescal Valley housing market for January 1st, 2026 through February 1st, 2026, and talk about what the numbers are really telling us, especially with mortgage rates still sitting around the low 6% range. I'll start with a quick snapshot and break down what this means for homeowners, sellers, and buyers right now. So here's the Temescal Valley market snapshot. For active listings, there are 180 homes currently on the market. Closed sales, mostly recently reported, are 21 homes. Median list price is $750,000 and median sold price is $700,000. Average days on market is 59 to 62 days, and that's spread between list price and sold price and the time it's taking homes to sell tells us a lot about where we are right now. So what is the data telling us? The big takeaway is this: buyers have options and they're using it. With around 180 listings in Temescal Valley, buyers aren't feeling rushed the way they did a couple of years ago. Inventory is healthy enough that buyers can compare homes, wait for the right fit, and walk away if a home doesn't feel like it's a good value. At the same time, homes are still selling. Roughly 20 plus sales per month tells us demand hasn't disappeared, it's just more selective. The average 60-ish days on market is the clearest indicator. This is no longer a, quote, list on Thursday, sell on Monday, end quote, market across the board. Homes that are priced right and well presented are moving. Homes that aren't are sitting. And when you look at pricing, the gap between a $750,000 median list price and a $700,000 median sold price shows that buyers are negotiating and winning when pricing doesn't match condition, location, or upgrades. Now let's look at the mortgage rates and affordability. During this January window, 30-year fixed mortgages hovered around the low 6% range, roughly 6.0 to 6.2%. That's meaningfully lower than the highs we saw, but here's the reality. Affordability is still tight because prices never meaningfully reset. What does that do to buyer behavior? Buyers are payment focused, not price focused. They're more cautious and analytical, and they expect value for the money. Even small price differences can swing a monthly payment enough to change a buyer's comfort level, and that's why we're seeing longer days on market and more negotiation on homes that aren't clearly positioned as the best option in their price range. Now, what does this mean for homeowners? If you own in Temescal Valley and you're not planning to sell immediately, this market is still important to watch. Values are holding better than many expected, but they're being tested by buyers, not blindly accepted. The market is rewarding homes that are updated, well-maintained, and priced realistically. If you're thinking about future plans such as selling in the next year, refinancing when rates improve, or tapping equity, it's important to understand what your home would likely sell for today, not just what the highest comp sold for. This is a market where accurate pricing and honest condition assessments matter more than optimism. Now, what does this mean for sellers? For sellers, the market is giving very clear feedback. You can still successfully in Temescal Valley, but you have to earn it. With inventory at current levels, pricing has to reflect today's market, not last year's headlines. Condition matters more than ever. Buyers are comparing your home to many others. Homes that are turnkey and priced correctly are still selling in a reasonable time frame. Homes that need work, feel dated, or are priced aggressively are seeing longer market times, price reductions, or heavier negotiation. Concessions are also part of the conversation again, whether that's closing cost credits, rate buy-downs, or repair requests. That doesn't mean something is wrong with the market. It means it's functioning normally. And what this means for buyers? For buyers, this is one of the more balanced windows we've seen in years. You likely have more inventory to choose from, less competition on most listings, room to negotiate on price or terms. But the payment still matters. At current rates, stretching too far can feel uncomfortably fast. The smartest buyers are focusing on value, condition, and long-term livability, not just chasing the highest price home that they can qualify for. When a well-priced, well-presented home hits the market, it still attracts attention. So patience matters, but so does decisiveness when the right opportunity shows up. So what is the bottom line? Temescal Valley is not in a boom and it's not in a downturn. It's in a measured, buyer-aware, rate-sensitive market. Inventory is giving buyers choices. Mortgage rates are keeping everyone disciplined, and pricing strategy is the difference between selling smoothly and sitting on the market. If you want, I can break this down even further for your specific neighborhood, whether that's Sycamore Creek, Trilogy, or Horse Thief Canyon, and show you what's actually selling versus what's just listed. If you're thinking about selling in the next 3 to 12 months, reach out and ask for a 15-minute pricing and timing plan, and I'll walk you through a realistic price range, prep strategy, and what to expect in today's Temescal Valley market. The link is in the description below, and we'll see you next time.